It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks up against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Taking a look at the Lakers, they've been on a tremendous run, and we're deep enough into the season now to know that it's no mirage. These guys definitely for real. So we're right around halfway through the season. Shaq, a lot of trade discussions happening. What are your
And a stirring rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner by the terrific Linda Lynn, getting us ready for NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge.
Boys, nice night.
Looking at the Lakers, they took the win in their last game against the Indiana Pacers. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
You know what? It's a fine line between attacking but yet staying under control, and they did, and that's why they shot such a high percentage.
Yeah, they pushed the pace, and typically you get high-quality shots when you do that. I thought they were terrific all game, Greg.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Inside pairing is Dirk and Jordan. On the wings, it's Doncic and Barnes. And it's Smith in at the point guard position. Jordan the screen. And early in the season, many coaches, Clark, still experimenting with rotations. Who plays when and where. And how long has it been in your experience to have that established on a team?
Well, it varies from team to team. There are a number of factors. One, the coach, has he been there a while? Does he have an established style of play and system? Two, what's your roster like? How healthy are you? What's the mix and makeup of your team? So it could vary, but typically you'd like to have it not prolong itself into the regular season. You hope that a few weeks of training camp, and then by the time you get a month of the season under your belt, that you're pretty anchored into who you are and how you're going to try to play.
Good outline. And it's Smith penetrating. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Barnes. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got his first bucket in this one.
And even though AI didn't take a traditional path to the NBA, he's made inroads with the other players across the league. A lot of friends for that young man.
And you know, it would have been easy for AI to view himself, Greg, as an outsider after spending time in China and the G League, but he's put himself out there and can always be found chatting with other NBA stars. Nowitzki with the steal. Passes it to Doncic. They need this. And he can't bank that one in. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. He knows they're up against the team that plays best when it can get to the front of the rim. So the number one concern defensively is coming over to help to cut off drives and cutting down all lanes to the hoop. Kevin will see who imposes their will upon the other.
Okay, David, thanks. And the rejection by Smith. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Yeah, and the execution, time and time again, right on point. They're running their offense to perfection.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there, just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
And here's Luka Doncic. Let's take a look at his numbers. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. 14th in steals, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
As we've seen, he's a difficult defender to bring the ball up against. Quick feet, quick hands, always looking to force a mistake. Now here's Jordan. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Rockets in Houston.
And he also made his presence felt on the defensive side as well. 3 block shots were registered in that game.
Here's Ball after Luka Doncic's bucket. Ball kicks to Smith. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock. Ball with the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
There's the pass to Barnes. Nowitzki a screen. And that one's good, Barnes.
Man, it's nice watching Barnes. I like seeing him convert through contact. That, to me, demonstrates how strong he is on these finishes.
And for Harrison Barnes, the scoring forward out of UNC, said he wants to model his game, Clark, after Paul Pierce.
Hey, that's not a bad guy to look to model your game after, boy. Paul Pierce knew how to get it done, and he wasn't overly athletic, but he knew how to play angles. He could get to his spots, and he was such a great mid-range shooter who developed into a consistent three-point threat as well. So I like that comparison or that aspiration for Harrison Barnes.
Dallas making a switch here. Powell's checked in. 5 on the clock. Doncic passes to Jordan for the 3. Doncic, no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's Smith. The Mavericks pull it in. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
Yep, they sure did. Seemed like they had them completely figured out, hammered them with their aggressive defense throughout the game.
Now, here's Doncic after the miss from Smith.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's James. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Ball with the bucket.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they've come out strong. I mean, clearly they've been the better team so far.
Ball against Smith. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Yeah, and Smith doing a nice job getting his teammates involved. Terrific at spotting the open man.
James kicks to Smith. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Smith dishes to Doncic. To the inside, Jordan. Rebounded by McGee.
Now that's superb defense in low. I mean, they played it well. Not easy trying to alter these shots without fouling the shooter, and that's a good job of doing both.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And the Mavericks call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point.
Mavericks trailed by 19. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Rajon Rondo is out there with Smith, and it's McGee in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Jordan kicks to Nowitzki. Jordan the screen. Again the miss by the Mavericks.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Gets the three-pointer to fall. LeBron's got 5 now. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Lakers.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Boy, the speed and shooting Smith possesses is dangerous. I mean, a speedy point guard who continues to get better.
And you know, Dennis Smith Jr. is a player who just is oozing with confidence when you see him play.
I just love how Smith Jr. will attack every player he goes up against. Chris Paul, who Smith Jr. goes way back with, noticed how even as a rookie, he approaches every challenge head on. As a rookie, Smith Jr. was just jawing at the vets and dunking on everyone. He has the game to back up that personality.
Now, here's Doncic. James covering. Doncic passes to Nowitzki. Rebounded by McGee.
He's not shooting a high percentage right now, and part of the reason could be that his shot quality is poor, and he's just got to be a little smarter about his shots.
Rondo kicks to Kuzma. The kick out to LeBron. Here's Smith. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 5 assists tonight.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Correa, no good. Los Angeles leading by 22. Down low. And finished off by LeBron.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, Kevin, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Smith kicks to Jordan. To the middle, looks for Nowitzki, gets it to him, shoots over Kuzma. And there's Dirk Nowitzki on the assist by Jordan.
Love how Nowitzki goes right up with it when he's this deep. I mean, not giving the defense any time to react.
Kuzma passes to Smith. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. It's taken away by Smith. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Cans the shot from the wing. Doncic has got 7 points in the game. The Lakers have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. McGee inside, guarded by Jordan.
That's a good shot. Even though it couldn't find the bottom of the bucket, I like the shot quality.
Smith against Rondo. Smith outside. Nowitzki a screen. The 3. Smith no good. Los Angeles leading by 20. Out to Smith. He tries for 3. Shot clock reset for Los Angeles.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Nowitzki with the screen on Smith. Nowitzki left side. Off target from three-point range. Pass to Smith. He gets that one. Smith's got 4 points this quarter.
And, you know, we've seen what Rick Carlisle can do on the court. He's a former coach of the year in the league and led the Mavs to a championship back in 2011. But his off-the-court talents are also very impressive.
Pass to Doncic. Nowitzki kicks to Barea. Nowitzki with the screen on Smith. Nowitzki a screen. Here's Barea. Dallas again missing.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless. really getting beat up physically and emotionally.
Nowitzki a screen. Tipped away. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
LA has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. McGee, the pass to Smith, and he makes that one. Smith's got 10 points in the game.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
And so it's Los Angeles in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break, and it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be right back after this. We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. We're seeing a tremendous game from Lonzo Ball.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was dynamite from beyond.
Greg, simply spectacular. I mean, the defense just hasn't been able to find an answer for his outside shot.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Smith at point and Doncic next to him. Inside pairing is Dirk and Jordan. And it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward.
You know, you look at Harrison Barnes, and the question when he went to the Mavericks was, can he carry the offense? Many thought he might just be a product of the Warriors system, which he left. Well, he answered all the questions, and it's clear that he can be the focal point of an offense.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And for Barnes, he heard the doubters when he left in free agency.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, a lot of people wondered if he could be a primary scoring option after being a complementary piece at Golden State, and he proved that he can be. Whenever he's been doubted, he's always risen to the challenge throughout his career, even going back to college. He can score the ball in a lot of different ways, and I don't think there's any question about him being an elite scorer the rest of his career.
We try to stop, hold down, combat great offensive play. Clark, in your eyes, what are the keys to great team defense to do that?
Yeah, there are a couple of things, Kevin. One is communication, attention to the detail of what you're trying to minimize or take away. Good offensive teams, you're not going to be able to take away everything, so you try to prioritize what you're going to take away. And then just a collective commitment to communication and to helping each other, because you can't do it at a high level by yourself when you're facing a really good offensive team. Everybody has to be on board and locked into what you're trying to get done defensively.
Doncic kicks to Jordan. To the right side. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That'll be his second foul of the game. And a minute played as the second half gets going. On the wing, Barnes. Covered by LeBron. Good work there as it goes.
Boy, the quick release of Barnes is really something to behold, Kevin. A knockdown mid-range shooter who strokes it with confidence.
Kuzma kicks to Ball. Ball of a pick from Smith. Smith sets the pick for Ball. To the paint. And it's Smith missing.
And that layup is usually going in, especially when the defense is as lazy as that.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Smith with it, now guarded by Ball. Inside, 4 on the clock. Blows the alley-oop jam. Los Angeles has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Took him no time at all on that one. 14 points for Smith.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And the Mavericks call time here. And no doubt that the steal of the 2017 draft was Kyle Kuzma, taken 27th overall.
Hey, people get all hung up about where guys are drafted and how they end up playing either below or above their draft position. Hey, this thing is more art than science. We've seen it for decades.
For Dallas, they have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And the free throw, no good. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. James kicks to Smith. Kuzma sets a screen. Smith the pass to Kuzma. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Barea. Barea's got 3 assists now in this one. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Los Angeles on top, running away with it. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Lakers 5 right now. Stevenson and LeBron, the veteran forward pair. Smith is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Wagner in at the center position. Stevenson outside. LeBron outside. Shot clock at 6. Smith with it. Devin Harris covering. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. 16 points for Smith.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't back down from anybody, Greg. Effective at getting the room he wants and then gets his shot off in time.
There's a good screen. Stevenson passes to Wagner. The three-pointer, no good. Dallas shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Jordan sets the pick for Harris. Ball's knocked loose, stolen by Stevenson. From 13, it's not going to go for him. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And Los Angeles with some changes. Hart, he's checked in for Smith. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
In NBA history, only a handful of rookies have averaged 20 points and 10 rebounds. And Clark, you were one of them.
Yeah, it's a point of pride for me. Obviously wasn't able to be part of a playoff team in the short time I played, but did distinguish myself individually for the short time I played. And that's fairly select company when you talk 2010 guys as rookies. And It's a pretty impressive list to be on. Actually, one of my peers, Terry Cummings, is also part of that first-year 2010 group.
You talk about names: Wilt Chamberlain, Lou Alcindor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem, Tim Duncan, Bird, Shaq. I mean, what great names.
Yeah, some phenomenal names, no doubt about it. Glad to be on that roll call list.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. McGee a screen. Smith off the screen. Good. He hits the jump shot. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third meeting.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for LeBron.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Passes it to Hart. Screen by Smith. Hart kicks to Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 5. Shoots the 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Big time. I mean, it's amazing. Their crowd letting them hear it. And that's always inspiring. They want to see this thing get wrapped up.
Top the key, Barnes. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Yo, where did we come with that assist, man? That was crazy. That was so
AI, we've got some questions lined up for you.
Oh, yeah? Okay, shoot.
Right here.
Hey,
What's up, Griff?
hey, I thought I'd take a different approach and ask you about something not directly related to the game. I want to know how you feel about the fans.
How I feel about the fans, man, that's a great question. I love the fans, man, but I think you already knew that. I mean, they're the lifeblood of everything we do. Like, if we was just playing to an empty arena, it wouldn't be the same experience. But when you got like an entire team, an entire city, people behind you, it's no feeling quite like that one. So yeah, fans are dope.
So you'd say you were a fan of the fans.
Oh, look at you! All right, being all clever. I see you. Yes, I am a fan of the fans. Thank you.
Thanks for your time, AI. Appreciate the candor, as always.
Thanks, Griff. Thanks, guys.
All right, guys, let's go see if Coach is ready.